Hi everyone, welcome back. In this video, we will see system calls in operating system. System call is simply a kind of interface between user and operating system. Guys, here user means it's a kind of user application which I can call it as a kind of a process, right? Which means it is an interface between a process and the operating system, right? You already know process cannot able to directly interact with the operating system. If it wants to interact with the operating system, it has to interact either through command interpreter or through system calls or through application programming interface. So through this we can able to communicate with the operating system. Then operating system is in a position to communicate directly with the hardware, but a process or a normal user cannot interact directly with the operating system. It couldn't possible, right? So if you need any kind of a service, right, as a user we are performing various kind of services. So if you need any kind of service, for each and every service, operating system provided various kind of system calls. You have to call those system calls, then you can serve with the respect to service. So we can say, in other words, it is a kind of a request made by the user program to get any kind of service. We can call it as system call. For example, I want to create a new process. Then I have a system call called fork system call. I want to read a file. I have a system call called read system call. I want to write into a file. I have a system call called write system call, etc. Like this, for all kind of user services, operating system come up with various kind of system calls. In general, these system calls are classified into 5 types, guys. 5 types. Okay, so what are those means? I will try to note down here. First one will be yes, guys, observe. These are the 5 types of classification of system calls. Means if you take any system call in the operating system, they will be classified into these 5 types. One will be the process based system calls, file management related system calls, device management related system calls, information related system calls, and communication related system calls. If you look into process based system calls, we can able to create the process, and then we can able to load the process, we can able to terminate the process, we can able to execute the process, we can able to wait for another process, we can able to give signal to another process to start your work, and we can able to allocate the memory, we can able to deallocate the memory. Like that, we are going to have various number of process related system calls are there, right? Yes. Coming to file management system calls, we can able to create the file, we can able to delete the file, we can able to open the file, read the file, write the file, get the file properties, set the file properties, etc. All these kind of things, related kind of system calls, are already available in the operating system. Coming to device management system calls, we can able to get a request from a device to connect, we can able to release the device, we can able to read the data, we can able to write that, like scanner I want to read it, for printer I want to write it. Similarly, I can able to get the device attributes, set the device attributes, etc. Means For all these kind of operations what I am trying to talk now, which are related to various kind of features, they come up with system calls. So as a normal user, we no need to worry about how to manage all the things. We'll just simply write the code and we can simply just call the respective system call. Okay, next one is information maintenance related system calls. I can able to get the system data, I can able to set the system data, I can able to get our system time or date also, right? Not only this, we can have many other things are there. And then the last kind of system call, that is communication related system calls. I can able to create the network connection, that is communication. I can able to delete the network communication. I can send or receive messages. I can add or remove the remote devices. All these things will becomes under communication related system calls, right? If you look into the diagram of various kind of predefined system calls, right? So far we have seen the just a kind of what it will be, right? If you take the process system calls, we can able to create the process, but internally how they have created the like system call names, that we will see in this picture. Observe guys. So in order to work with any kind of process related things in Windows operating system, they come up with the create process, exit process, wait for single object, like that they come up with various kind of predefined system calls. And in Linux operating system we are having fork, exit, wait, like that there are various kind of things that are available for us. I have mentioned here just for the sake of your understanding, you can note down this. Okay, fine. So in general, if you take any kind of a system call is a kind of a service which will satisfy the request for the end user and which is going to execute in the kernel mode, right? Yes. So now as a language developers, right? So that can be a C language developer or C++ developer or Java developer, how they will know these are the system calls that are available for us in the operating system. If they want to know, they have to go with the certain kind of API documentation. If you go with the Java, they come up with the Java API for the JVM, right? So that means while creating any kind of language, they will look into the API. So what the API contains? API contains what are the various kind of system calls are available, what are their prototypes, how many arguments they will accept, what is the characteristics, I can say it as description of the system call, and what will be the return type of the system call. All those things will be maintained by this API documentation, so that the language developer people will look into these APIs and they will write the code accordingly. For example, printf method have to internally call write method, right? If you want to call the write method, they have to know clearly how they have implemented this write method, right? That implementation part clearly let you know in the API documentation section, right? Yes, this what you have to understood with respect to API. Okay, now let's see how these system calls are going to execute in the kernel mode with a simple architecture. Yes guys, observe, this is a kind of architecture how your system calls are going to be executed. In general, we are going to write the user programs and they will try to run in the user mode. When you encounter certain kind of a predefined system call like open is a system call, then it will be transferred into kernel mode. Via system call interface, or I can say it as application programming interface. Then in the kernel mode, system call handler will be there. System call handler will forward its request to the jump table where it contains various kind of functions along with their location of those functions. For example, if I say open is a kind of function, what might be the location of its function? That will be referred in the form of pointers, right? Now once it get the request in the jump table, then the control will be transferred to the respective location. In the respective location, they have implemented already the open method, and it contains all the internal logic. At the end, it is going to perform certain kind of return type that will be written to again the system call interface. For example, if I got any kind of a request, something like fork system call, that will be handed over to the system call interface. System call interface hand over to the system call handler. System call handler will be handed over to the jump table, where the jump table will contains all the thing where it might be executed. Right? For example, if I say fork system call that has implemented somewhere, and at the end it is going to return its data, then my control will be transferred to the respective system call interface. Again its control will be get back to the user application, so that our requirement is going to be satisfied. Right? Like this, the system calls are going to work in the operating system. Right? Yes. Hope you understood this video clearly, guys. Thank you.